Well, hello all. It's August 20th, 20th, yeah, it's the 20th, 2024. And as you can see by the thumbnail, I'm doing an album ranking. Not a large body of work, but a very substantial, important body of work. That would be Simon and Garfunkel. Yeah, they have five albums together. Two friends from Columbia University that got together at the height of the folk movement in the early 60s down there in the Village Cafe Wah and all that sort of stuff. Put out 5 albums, greatest hits albums, numerous live albums. I saw them live. Yes, I did. I saw them live. Actually, it was 43 years ago last week. No, the beginning of this week? Yeah, no, last Sunday, 43 years ago. No, it's the 15th, last Thursday. Whatever. August 15th, 1981 in Central Park. Yep. Went there, me and a bunch of friends saw it. I don't know what day it was on. I don't know. It could have been a weekday. Who knows? Probably thinking it might have been a weekend. I remember we all took the ferry over there. We're drinking the brewskis. Going to see Simon and Garfunkel in the park. There was a lot of people there. There was a lot of people there. Wow. Was it 500,000, maybe? Remember, I got separated. I just went up with all like my regular friends, and I was with this girl, Tanya Jones. Tanya Jones. Hello, Tanya, if you're out there anywhere. I remember she's leading me around, and so we wouldn't lose each other amongst all the madness. But yeah, that was. Yeah, I'm gonna show you a clip from it. I'm gonna show you a clip because you know what? I don't monetize because nobody watches anyway, so I don't care who gets any kind of monetization from this. Here it is.
My old friend.
Is it really 17 years since these sounds of silence first caught the country's ear? That's a lot of troubled water under the bridge. But Simon and Garfunkel seem none the worse for wear in their first concert together since the end of the 1960s, their decade. They were just 24 when they hit, boyhood friends who'd made a lot of music together for nothing, for the joy of it. But the blend of their talents, Paul Simon's words and tunes, Art Garfunkel's arrangements, opened a golden door to them, and they nourished their fame and fortune with one success after another.
Here we are. You got me into your house. You give me a drink. You put on music.
No.
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me.
In the music for the film The Graduate, they managed to get Joe DiMaggio's name into the lyrics. Perhaps the first and only time that's ever been done. And last night, New Yorkers were still crazy about it after all these years.
I was going to show you the opening clip for Simon and Garfunkel at Central Park in '81, but that video got completely blocked, so that was a no-go. So I just put up the news clip you saw before. That's why it's poor quality. You know, I went online to try to just find news clips. There's no news clips on YouTube of one of the biggest concerts of all time. Just the one company that owns the rights to that and whatever Simon and Garfunkel channel has. But there's no clips. There's no news clips. That was all over local New York news. Completely scrubbed. All scrubbed off of YouTube. Why? What? I don't understand. Could somebody explain that to me? Anyway, so I'll leave the rest of the video as is, but that's why I'm inserting myself again in here. Yeah, that was the opening track. Did you see the amount of people? See the amount, and I don't think there was any real incidences to report. You know, it might have been some drunken stuff and some wacky tobacco going on, but I don't think anybody died. I don't think anybody was robbed. People might have lost stuff, but once again, pretty cohesive get-together to listen to some music. They hadn't been together in, I think they appeared on Saturday Night Live one point in the mid-70s, and that was it. They broke up like in 70, and they went their own ways, Paul Simon had his solo career with all that, very big in the 80s, and Art Garfunkel went on to do movies and stuff. I think he was in the movie Catch-22. It's a war movie. I don't know if you ever saw that, but there you go. Yeah, a friend of mine passed away last month, Debbie, and I don't know, this type of music makes me think of her, because, she kind of liked that music. She also liked Bruce Springsteen, which, I don't, not really my thing. I like some of his stuff, but it's not really my thing. I won't be doing an album ranking of him. But anyway, let's get on. This is, like I said, this is a brief video. Let's get on with the album ranking, shall we? Boy, that was, man, I'm just thinking about it again. 43 years ago. 43 years ago. I can still see it in my mind. It was messy. It was messy. There was mud everywhere. Kind of muddy. It's messy. People. Whatever. I think it was like 15 or 16. 16. I don't know. 16. It was 16. I think Tanya, I think she was my age. Maybe a year younger. I think. I don't know. So, we all went up on a ferry on Staten Island. I think we all met up on the way back, though. Somehow we all met back up at the ferry. Me and Tanya met everybody back up. I don't know what we did after that. I think we went home. Anyway, let's begin with the album ranking. At number 5, we have Wednesday Morning at 3 a.m. This album came out, I think it was like 64, something like 65. And it had The Sound of Silence on it. That was the album didn't necessarily take off. I just love the cover, though, right? Subway. It's awesome. It's an awesome cover. Like I said, this is very folk-centered. It's got a cover version of The Times They Are Changing. There's a couple other cover songs on here. But, see, let's get the whole thing there. These are the actual album recreations. It came with a box set that I got, this Simon and Garfunkel box set that I got on eBay. Got it on eBay. It was like $15. Good deal in my opinion. Good deal. I like my physical media. Right here. Like I said, it does have The Sound of Silence on it, which would bring us to their second album, The Sounds of Silence. I think this came out in 66. You know what, hang on. Let me get my facts straight. Hold on. Yeah, that was correct. The Sounds of Silence. This is another great album. I wonder if where that is. Could be Central Park. Probably upstate New York. But anyway, this actually had The Sound of Silence, and it became a big hit. It also had I Am a Rock on here, which was actually on Paul Simon's solo album from 65. Because he put a solo album that had that on it. And I guess, neither one of the solo album or the first album did anything, so they put this out, and then it did something. People are like, wow, these two guys, these two Columbia University nerds. Apparently, I don't know if this is true, I've heard this, that the song Sound of Silence was written, and it was about a friend of Art Garfunkel's who actually he went blind. He lost his sight while they were at Columbia University. I wonder what the tuition was in Columbia University back in the 60s, early 60s. I wonder. You have to look at an inflation comparison. I bet it's way off target. Anyway, just digressing. See, that would be my number 4 album from them, their second album. So, and then my number 3 would be their 4th album. Their 4th album would be number 3 for me. And that would be Bookends. Bookends, it just came out, I think, in 68. 68 or 69. I think 68. Good stuff on here. Let's see what's on here. I know it's got America on here. It's got Mrs. Robinson, even though that was released for the movie The Graduate. It's got Hazy Shade of Winter. Ever hear their version of Hazy Shade of Winter? Because Paul Simon wrote Hazy Shade of Winter. Most people might know it from the Bangles cover, which is a spot-on cover. It's a great cover too. But At the Zoo, I like that song too. At the Zoo, something's happening at the zoo. It's almost like a Sesame Street stuff. Anyway, just brilliant stuff, man. Brilliant. You know, we will never ever come to a period in time in pop music where this is in the top 10. Number 1 songs, top 10 songs, number 1, top 20, top 40. This type of music wouldn't even make top 100 today. And it's just sad. I can look at my hair, it's wild. Anyway, Bookends. Good, fantastic. Just, you know, they wrote about what they saw, you know, not in a comedic sense, but, you know, actual poetry, with the most beautiful harmonies you ever heard. So, that would be number 3, okay? Number 4 would be their last album. I think this is 1970s, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Like a bridge over troubled water. And it's got Cecilia on here. Cecilia. It's got El Conda. It's got the Boxer. That's a great song. You know what else I like on Bookends? This is... No, that's this one. Anyway. Just getting distracted. Yeah, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Their last album, 1970. And then there was their 3rd album, which is my number 1 album. Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme. Scarborough Fair. That song is like one of the most beautiful songs probably ever to hit the top 10. Did it go to number 1? Not sure. It also has Patterns. That's a great song. Patterns is a wonderful song. Homeward Bound, the 59th Street Bridge song. It's fabulous stuff. Like I like some of their their deeper cuts, like the song "Blessed," which is off Sounds of Silence. That's such a good song, Blessed. I know I'm kind of just rambling on. But, and then they, of course, they followed this up, I think, in 71. Their greatest hits. They had a great cover. This is such a New York-centric band. These guys are as New York as the New York Dolls, as Blondie, as anybody who played down in Max's Kansas, in CBGB's. They're as New York as you get. Really, just New York is Velvet Underground, man. And then, of course, I could round it all out with my favorite magazine, Uncut. Gives a whole deep dive into everything. It goes into all of Paul Simon's solo records, too. Art Garfunkel put out a couple solo records, too. Not so much. I think one of them was kind of a minor hit, had a decent, I think he had a top 20 song. Don't know exactly what it was, but anyway, so this magazine, Uncut, the ultimate music guide of Simon and Garfunkel. It's just awesome stuff. Awesome. That was it when they were at the Grammys. Won some Grammys for their music. Great stuff. And the box set that I got, CD. So there you go. Number 5, Wednesday morning at 3 a.m. Number 4, The Sounds of Silence. Number 3, Bookends. Number 2, Bridge Over Troubled Water. And number 1 for me is Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme. Might make a good salad too. Parsley. Some good seasonings there. They're growing in my garden. Anyway, love yous all. I know it's not going to watch. Don't really care. They're going to change the channel name. White Monkey, the channel no one watches. How's that sound? Sounds pretty good, right? But anyway, I love yous all. Peace. Have a wonderful day.